Welcome to a Snake in a Lion podcast. This week, we're going to talk about Unstoppable.
This TV show is about a group of friends that goes in an unexpected road trip to find themselves and to connect with each other, basically, to bond.
Yeah. So, I made some bullet points. Bullet points? But I don't know. I don't know how to English, but yes. Oh, can I just say before we start, watching this TV show, like the Spanish TV show with English subtitles, is the weirdest experience ever.
Oh, I,
'Cause-
I was I was
Yeah.
watching with Spanish subtitles.
Oh wow, getting your Spanish on, amazing. I
Yeah,
was I was watching with English subtitles so it was easier to take notes. So I didn't have to translate my notes, basically,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but normally Spanish things I see with Portuguese subtitles because it's closer, the language, so it's not like you're hearing something and you're reading something completely different. I don't know, it's so weird.
Yeah.
There was like a clash and my brain was like not handling it.
Yeah, I can't do that as well. Like if I'm watching something in Spanish, I need to have Spanish subtitles. Otherwise, my brain it just goes like, "I'm confusion," you know.
America, explain. Do you even know that Vine? That's a Vine. So old.
No, I didn't use Vines, but it was funny. That's why I was laughing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Do you want to start? Do you have like questions or something? Because
I
I don't want
mean,
to jump
you
too
wrote a
fast.
fucking essay about it, so you start.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through my bullet points. Maybe that's easier.
Yeah.
So the first thing I wrote was, what was the actual plot of the show? Like, was it to save Marcella, or was it to like free Rocio? How do you say her name, by the way? It's like Rocio, like the thing in.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's quite similar.
Yeah, because I thought it was with the little line on the O, so it would be Rocio, but that makes even less sense. So I think it's Rocio.
It's with the thing on the I, so it's
Yeah,
Rocio. I don't know.
I think
Let's
it's
just call it
Rocio.
whatever.
Her, the one with the straight brunette hair.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. Was it to save Marcella, or was it to free Lucio, or and the other girls, or was it like something else altogether? I was so confused. Like, what was the plot?
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think was for them to be in contact with their true selves. Like, because if you see in general, they weren't happy with the life they were living. None of them, even though like the road trip started because of Rocio, like all of them, they changed it a lot throughout the TV show.
Yeah.
Well, some more than others, but
Yeah. In on that topic, I can bring up fashion because it's very clear how they use fashion for that. It's so good. I just need to talk about this because it's brilliant. That's like probably I'm not gonna say the only thing I like about this show, but one of the only things I like about this show. I'm sorry, okay, I really tried. Okay, so let's go. I only talked about I only looked at the fashion from the main girls, obviously, because it's not like we have much contact with the other characters. But so starting with Vera, she's like that like snob type of girl that has like money for everything. Her daddy has money for everything that she wants. She works in like a fashion magazine, and that's like so clear at the beginning of the show. On her clothes, she has like these like funky clothes. Like for example, the first outfit we see her in is the one with the yellow trousers, and the big chunky heels, and she wears like bold makeup. Her hair is always neat, like always tied, almost always tied up and very neat. And I think this was done like on purpose to symbolize that she is like someone with a career, so she's serious, and she's like a neater, and she has a more professional appearance, let's say. And then she also uses a lot, and I noticed this, and I was like so uncomfortable watching it. I was like, why did they put her in these big ass chokers all the fucking time? Just why? But it makes so much sense for a character, because if you think about it, a choker constricts you, right? And she's being constricted at that moment in her life, because she says in like one of the episodes that she is afraid of showing people her real self, so she just acts with the persona all the time. So she's not really her real self, she's just this mask she puts on. And so that choker could represent how choked and like constricted she feels in this life, like living this false identity almost. Because then, as towards the end, it's so good, so good, so good. Um, towards the end, and the change is so fucking clear, because you see that she goes from wearing these big ass chokers and chunky heels and these fancy ass funky clothes that could have to do with her being in the fashion like environment, and she goes to wearing like very loose clothes. She wears like bikini tops with shorts. She ditches the chokers. She almost never has anything on her neck, unless it's like a little necklace. But it's nothing like big and extreme, which I didn't write that here, but now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that they didn't put her without like any necklace, she still has a necklace, but it's very small, could be that she isn't there yet, She's not completely free. She's not still completely being herself, but she's much more herself than she was in the beginning, even though she's not totally there yet. That's why. Wow.
No, that actually, like, I was going to say that, but not related to the necklace, but that's actually a really good theory. Like,
Isn't it?
because in the last episode, if you notice, like, she gives a look to Marcella that, like, she's okay with herself, but there's still, like, a part of herself that she needs to accept.
Yeah.
You know probably what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, exactly. And she, like, we never see her in heels, never. And she was always wearing heels. Like in the first episode, I don't know if you noticed the rainbow boots.
Yeah.
Like, I love those boots, but man, those were tall. They were probably uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
She's always wearing Converse at the end of the show, or flip flops as well. But I think we mostly see her in Converse all the time, which is like the most laid back shoe you could wear. And yeah, so that's a change. But I noticed that. Do you know when she goes with Carlotta to return the dresses at the party?
Yes.
She's wearing a mask, obviously to cover her face so they don't know it's her. They let her in. But she's wearing a choker again. She's wearing again a big ass choker. So it really gives you this image that, like, when she's surrounded by these people in the fashion industry and like they work with her, and she has to put up a front to be around these people, she feels completely like restricted.
Yeah, it's just like she has like this persona that comes out whenever she needs to be in that environment because she's not comfortable.
The outfits, yes. The stylist, actually, we should say who she is. I took notes.
Oh, you Google it.
I did, of course.
I
I
didn't.
wanted to see what else the costume designer had done before Unstoppable. Surprisingly, she's not that known. Like, she hasn't done much stuff. She's only done one TV show called Skate Kitchen in 2018, which is also a teenage-esque type of TV show. And she did like a movie called Guaranteed Happiness in 2011, but there's like no information at all about this movie. There's not even pictures about the movie. So I was like, does this even exist? What's up with this? I don't know. But yeah, I even put, the people in the listening to this aren't gonna be able to see this, but I'm gonna show you. I put a photo from Skate Kitchen, and so just you can see like her work on there. It's like very laid back type of teenage stuff.
Yeah.
Clothes. Yeah, her name is. Let me see. I was gonna read her name with an English accent for some reason. Mariana Guerreiro Dingler. It's her name. I don't know. Dingler deve ser. Dingler must be the only like Spanish name she has. Didn't even know that was a Spanish name. But probably. Mariana Guerreiro. Sounds like such a Portuguese name. Like the first.
Does.
Mariana Guerreiro. It's like the most basic ass Portuguese name. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you if she's Portuguese, if she's Spanish or whatever, because there's literally zero information on her. Like I couldn't find anything, which is crazy because she did such a great job. She should be more like well known.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So before I talk about the other girls, Claire's, should we talk about the plotline of Vera and we go like this? Maybe here, I don't know.
It's not going to be confusion for the others.
Oh, maybe. Okay, then let me do. Rocio is the other one that has like a big noticeable change in the wardrobe. The Carlotta and Marcelo don't really have like a big change.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rocio, I'm still like with her name. I cannot say her name. Okay.
You're reading it in English.
Yeah, I am.
Rocio.
It just sounds so much like the Lisbon place. I'm like confused. Okay, so similarly to Vera, Rocio also starts off with this totally different style. She's like this. She's the son. She's the daughter of like this big doctor guy. They seem to have quite a lot of money. She seems to come from like a family with money. I'm not saying they're rich like Vera's dad, but they are well off, you know.
Yeah.
They're comfortable.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And they really value medicine, and being a medicine student herself, her fashion style translates that. So she wears like very preppy clothes, very neat, like feminine type clothes. So she wears like she like wears this preppy dress with a collar and like classic shoes. Like what are they called? Like loafers. I think they're kind of like loafers, the ones she wears in the first outfit with the dress, the black dress. And she also, like Vera, she also wears her hair tied up in a low ponytail. Very neat. You can see like a hair out of place. Which once again is like I think it's to symbolize that she's like professional and she's all of that. Like you know,
like anything can be out of order anyways. Like she needs to be that perfect little girl that needs to study like medicine, have good grades, and follow all the steps that her father wants for her future.
Yes, exactly. And her makeup is also very basic. So like Vera uses bold makeup like more in the lips. She often wears like a red lip. Vera Rocio like barely wears any makeup, and if she's wearing makeup, it's like that no makeup look, you know, where you can tell she's wearing makeup, but she is just to like conceal imperfections, that type of thing. So that's how she starts off, which gives her I always felt like she had this more serious aura around her, you know, because of this appearance. She looks very serious. She almost looks older than she is.
Yeah.
And her being engaged and everything, I thought she was much older than she actually is.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be 25. That's what she said, I think, in one of the episodes. When she was breaking up with her boyfriend, with her fiance.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the first thing she does to break out of this pressure, her parents, well, not really her parents, I feel like it's more her dad than the mother. I think the mother is just in another world. just taking pills to sleep and whatever the
I
fuck.
mean, she's just unhappy, and
Yeah.
it was like she just lost one daughter. So I think it's normal. She's like in a depression. She's so unhappy with like her marriage and stuff. And if you see like if Rocio doesn't like release herself from all of this, como é que se diz? Like
Pressure.
Yeah, from like all the pressure that she has from her father, she's going to be just like her mom.
Yeah.
When she's older, because like her fiance, let's be honest, he's just like
a douche.
Yeah, like a completely douchebag, dickhead, whatever you want to call it. He is not good for her. He doesn't care about her. He just wants sex. He wants to have power over her, So
I think he's in it for the money, to be honest, because he's
Probably.
doing something like like her dad is a doctor, and I think he's an app developer or something. Even though that gives you money, I feel like it's less money than being a doctor. At least at the state he's in, he's probably just out of university, so he's probably not making that much money yet. So because he asks the dad to buy the tickets to go with her, to go to her, I mean. So like when in theory he would have money to buy those tickets, so why didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Probably yeah. But yes. What is this? Oh, yeah, and when she's not in like formal clothes at the beginning, she's wearing sports clothes, which it's like doesn't have anything to be with professional and things. But like the other girls point out, I don't know who pointed that out. I think it was Carlotta, maybe. Like she said something of the sorts like waking up at 5 a.m. to go run is such a doctor thing. She said something like that, So the fact that when we don't see her in these like classic preppy clothes, we see her in sports clothes could be to even give you more that thing that only doctors are healthy or something.
I don't think they'd seen that way. I think it's more like it was her only way to release like all the pressure that she had on her shoulders. Because if you see, it's it's the first episode actually in the beginning, more or less. She's like doing this big surgery, and then like her father is there, so like he's always there making pressure for her to be like, you need to be perfect. Like there's no space for like errors here. And after the next scene that she appears is like she's running like crazy. Like you can see that she needs to breathe basically.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense actually. I think
Okay.
you hit the nail in the head, like they say in English. Whatever the fuck that expression means. So in like Vera, like you see her style progress. I feel like Vera, like her change was faster than Rocio. But because Rocio, you see her progress slowly. So there's like a scene, and I remember looking at that outfit and being like, huh, she's starting to loosen up. Like this one where she's wearing like a skirt and like a normal tank top, and but she's still wearing loafers. So it's like she's almost in a middle ground. She's still like she's getting freer in the sense that she's wearing like more casual, flowy clothes, like a skirt and like a tank top. But she's still like in kind of in that mindset where she's still wearing like classic loafers to go with like a very classic looking purse. So she's still in the middle ground. But then at the end, she's like completely relaxed. She's wearing like loose graphic t-shirts with shorts and bikinis, and again like trainers and flip-flops. Her hair is loose and beautiful.
Yeah.
And it just shows she's just so much happier at the end.
Yeah.
She feels like, to me, it feels like at the end of the show she has, whereas in the beginning she had like this serious aura, like she was older than everyone else. Now she's like she's all smiles, she's like so chill. I was like and yeah, I think it shows a lot through her clothes as well. I really like the look with the cowboy hat. That's good look.
It is, yes.
Beautiful look. I love that.
Yes, me too. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's much to say about Carlotta and Marcella, like
I did take
fashion
some,
wise.
yeah, I did take some notes, but it's nothing like massive. The only thing I took notes and that we could argue is that Carlotta, like her style doesn't change ever. She's always wearing like tops with like a light jacket or a
Mm-hmm.
shirt on top and shorts. And this could be because she already knows herself, you know? It could be like a metaphor to show that she's confident with herself. She knows exactly who she is. She's comfortable in her own skin, on her own body, so she doesn't need to change because she's already herself.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that could be why they did that. Although I would have liked to see her in a bikini, although she wears like the top. We never see her in a full bikini. And I kind of took a note. I hope I'm wrong on that, that it could have been because she's she's not fat. I don't think she's fat, but by like media standards of beauty, she's a
Yeah.
bit bigger than the other girls. So maybe they didn't want to put her in a bikini. Wouldn't that be like scandalous or some shit? You know?
I don't think it was that the idea.
I hope not. I
mm,
really do hope not, but we never know. The director is male, so
I
as we know,
mean,
male are trash.
yeah, but still, like, there's so many stuff in this TV show that even though like the director is male, like, there's a lot of parts that like underlines the feminist and like woman empowerment or whatever you say, how you say it.
Yeah,
It's like that, isn't it?
yeah. Human empowerment.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think that's the point. It might be just like a character style, like the character was like constructed in that way,
Mm-hmm.
maybe because like to be honest, like can be just like she doesn't feel comfortable to stand in front of people to talk, like to speak about her poems or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
So it could be exactly the same,
yeah.
even though she knows who she is, but she's she doesn't feel comfortable like to show her art and like and her emotions to others,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like to share her opinion. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it could be because he's a dickhead, but I don't think it's the point here.
yeah. I really hope not. I think you might have a point, honestly. And for Marcella, for Marcella, her wardrobe is like literally the same all
Yeah.
throughout the TV show, except on like the last episodes where she's at the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously she has to change for that, you know, look
Mm-hmm.
hotter and sexier and all of that. But the only reason I could think of, I didn't think it's because she knows herself. She knows exactly who she is. I think it's just because she's poor. Like, why spend money on clothes when you barely have money for food?
See, I have another opinion. It's she was on the run. Like
Oh,
she just ran away with whatever she had in hands. That was her backpack and the clothes that she had with her, like in her body.
yeah, it could be. But we also see like Carlotta when they go. Carlotta says like she doesn't even have clothes to go on the trip. She says I don't even have clothes or something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that's the point. Like, like from the start, you notice that it's basically three overprivileged women that by I don't know, it's not luck. Like they happen to get to know. There's not really like they don't get to know. Like Marcella just entered the car with a gun.
Marcella just enters the car. She's just like,
Like
"What's up,
I'm
bitches?
I'm going with you guys. I don't care.
Do
So
you want to take me or not? I don't care. Do you want to die?"
yeah, like, yeah. But if you see, even though like for example, Vera is really rich.
Yeah,
Um, Husio, I think like she's comfortable in life, and like
yeah.
Carlotta, I think like is still more or less the same, you know.
I think a little less because she does have a big family.
Yeah, yeah, but still like she still lives well, like you know,
Yeah.
probably not as well as the other two, but like she doesn't struggle
Yeah.
like
I agree.
Marcella.
Mhm.
And I think like if you see you have like three privileged, overprivileged, let's say, woman, and one that's struggling, you know, and like literally by the end of the first episode, the only thing that I can think about like the three of them is that we have two spoiled women. That's Vera and Lucio.
Yep.
Spoiled in different ways, but spoiled. Mhm. And a stressed out one. I mean, no, let me correct this.
Yeah.
The stressed out. I don't know. I could say that Vera is,
Verda is for sure spoiled.
yeah, but stressed out already too.
They're all stressed out, I think.
I mean, well, let's see. You have three spoiled and stressed out women plus uh one date's on the run, so she doesn't have money with her. So even if she had some money, she wouldn't spend buying new clothes because she never
Yeah.
had money. Like she barely had money during her life, you know. So I think
Yeah.
her priority was like to run away from like that environment, plus like at least eat. Let's say like you don't see that much in the TV show, but you assume.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why her character doesn't change like clothes that often. Like, and if she does, it might be from any of the other girls
Yeah.
because they
But
borrow.
exactly. But that's what I was thinking. They could still have made her change clothes by giving her clothes from the other girls, you know? But they opted by not doing it. And even though it might not mean anything, it could still have been a choice to go with like the character itself and trying to give us this like idea of how the person, like her personality is. I don't know. But I feel like if they thought out all of the other outfits, especially for Vera and Lucio, then they for sure have to have like make her wear the same clothes for some reason, you know?
Yeah.
In like a decision like, well, whatever, she's poor, make her wear the same clothes, you know?
Yeah.
I
Um,
do want to shout out the flaming red bikini Vera put her in. It's terrible. Big yikes. Looked so bad. So bad.
oh my, I don't know. Okay, so who is your favorite character, or like you have more than one? Like if you have like just
uh,
who and why?
my favorite one, I think, is. Wait, I think I put this. I think I took notes of this. I think my favorite one is Husil and in Marcella, yeah. I was thinking, did I choose a secondary character? But no, yeah. I think my favorite ones. I think no, I know my favorite ones are Husil and Marcella. Husil because like I like her story, even though she I don't know, she's the most tamed down of the girls, kind of the three ones, the three. And she, I don't know, the stress of just having lost her sister and being like constantly under pressure. I feel like we can relate to that to some extent, you know.
Yeah.
So I like her character the most. She's also the less annoying to me. Vera is so annoying to me. Honestly, I'm sorry. I know she had a rough background. She with all the shit that she went through when she was little, but she's so annoying. Oh my god, such an annoying character, especially in the beginning. But even at the end, you would think she would be like more chill, but she's still picking up fights with the girls constantly. She's so annoying. Oh my god. I don't know. And then Marcella, yeah, I like her. I think she is you can easily relate to her. Not that we've been in a strip club or been with like we had any type of life like similar to hers, but I feel like it's easier to relate to her to some levels. And she's just not annoying at all. She's the most tamed down of all of them, and she's like the one that's like, girls, shut the fuck up, and I
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah. Like there's a part, I think it's actually the part that they are
The
arguing in
bikini.
the store, the bikini part, that
Yeah,
she's just like there, for fuck's sake, just shush. And I
yeah.
think,
I never
like,
related more.
no, and it's just like, there you can see how different their world is.
Yeah.
Like those three and Marcella, there was a line until then. Like that's a wake up call for the three other characters, like Vero. Why I keep calling her Vero? Vera, Cosio, and Carlota was like kind of a wake up call. Like your problems are basically nothing compared to like hers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like it's still a problem, it's still important, but it's a different kind of problem. It's not like
it's first world problem almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's even an episode called First World Problems.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's episode 5, and
isn't it the one with the bikini?
It's the bikini one. Yeah,
First that makes
Problems.
sense.
Yeah. And I think from then you can see more the evolution in all the characters.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, being the episode 5, this has 10 episodes, so it makes sense. It's literally the middle ground. It's literally the middle of the TV show of the first season. Yeah. Who are your favorite characters?
I would say Vera.
Oh my god! I roasted her so much. I'm sorry.
No, but I will explain because I was in between Rocio and Vera. But even though I like Rocio a lot, I do prefer Vera. Like, in the second one, like if I had to choose the second one, would be Marcella as well.
Yeah.
Even though I like all the girls because they're all very different, and something I really liked in this TV show is how different they are and different backgrounds they have, but they are still friends. And like we have like so many scenes in the TV show where like someone was talking shit about the others, and one of them, like for example Carlota in the club, she was just like, you don't talk about her like this, she's not here, she's my friend, you know, like even though they're always like fighting with each other, they protect each other anyways, you know.
They're very loyal to their friendship.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's beautiful. And make me proud.
No, but yeah, Vera, because I do agree that she was so annoying in the beginning and so spoiled. I just wanted to punch her in the beginning.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, I just fell in love throughout the episodes. I think I think her character is so good, and like it's such a huge change if you think like from all the characters, like hers is the one that like you can see an actual like huge change, because she was just like, no, I'm never wrong, like this is your fault or this is his fault, I'm always the victim, basically. And by the end she's already okay. Like she's a bit stupid sometimes, but I think that's just because she likes to argue with her friends, like to annoy them, let's say. But in the end she's like more like, okay, so should we go and like maybe pick up Marcella when like Marcella was in a strip club, you know? I think it was because she was in love. She's in love, and I think I'm going to just say it now. I think that's why in the end of the season you feel like she's still a bit stuck, because like even though she's free from all the other shit, she's still accepting a new part of her that she didn't know about. That maybe she's not lesbian, maybe she's just in love with Marcella. But that's the impression that I have from her character.
That was one of the things that I took note, that like Marcella and excuse me, I just had the brain fart. What's her name?
Vera.
Marcella and Vera like becoming a thing, or like they didn't become a thing, but they like share some kisses and all of that.
They had sex.
Yes, but you know, who doesn't have sex in this fucking TV show? There's so many fake fucking sex scenes. There was a point where I was just like, skip. Am I watching a porno? Who knows? Anyways, that's what was I trying to go with this? I feel like that's
they shared kisses.
Yeah, I feel like that was just the beginning of the episode, you know, the thing to put it.
No, you were saying that they shared kisses, like
So like when that happened, I was a bit confused, because it kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, on the episode where, like, this TV show is so fucking crazy. The episode where they give birth to a baby. This sounds so stupid. And they still like together in the other house. You can kind of see, like, because Veri's being more open with Marcella. I feel like she feels more comfortable being open with Marcella. Maybe it's because she feels like after this trip is gone, they'll never see her again. And maybe she feels like that way, so she feels more comfortable sharing like her past, because what I don't see doesn't hurt me, I'll never see her again, so I can just ignore my fucking problems again and go back to be a narcissistic bitch. But I don't know, am I just being too mean? Probably.
You are.
I'm sorry.
Head Daniela.
I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to. But what I'm going with this is that I didn't like, to me, their relationship came out of nowhere. It felt like they didn't build it enough. They could have maybe done that a bit better. I don't know.
I don't agree, but I mean that's maybe because like you didn't like Vera that much, or maybe you didn't pay much attention. It was like her scenes, like it was something really discreet, like look like the way they look at each other, some touches as well. But I do agree that you maybe just see that more like past probably like the 5th episode, maybe. Yeah, maybe like I don't know, because in the First World Problems, the 5th episode, they're already in Vera's house, right?
Yeah, I think
So
so.
they're already like a bit. She looks worried when it comes to Marcella. Like she's a bit worried about her.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Maybe that's why to me it seemed like so sudden, because I didn't get those to me she was still like like concerned whether Marcel was gonna kill them or not, if she was a criminal, if she was like betraying them and all of that. But I don't know, it's kind of good that like we're talking about this, because we have two completely different opinions of the show, or of some scenes in particular, so we can kind of cover both sides, I guess.
Yeah, but still about Vera.
Yeah.
She was a massive dickhead in the beginning. She was I think like she was a bit abusive towards like her assistant in the school or work or whatever she was doing.
Yeah.
Because there was a part, and maybe you noticed because you were watching with English subtitles, she called her assist dumb, like
maybe
like
I
she
don't
was
remember.
an assistant, but like a dumb one.
Yeah.
Like she was a bit of a bully.
Yeah. And I feel like she was still stuck in that high school mentality where she was the popular girl, and why isn't she the popular girl in her like workplace,
Yeah, and she seemed a bit superficial as well, you know.
Narcissistic. That's the word I think describes her for the like first episode, at least.
Like talking about like an out of topic, but still about Vera. Why I keep calling her Veru? I don't know.
Because she's a male.
No, because
Plot twist.
no, because Veru is the short name for Veronica.
Oh, that's so ugly.
But yeah, well, sorry, Vera. But yeah, basically, where is it? Oh, so Dark Material. There was a lot of parts in this fucking TV show that was uncomfortable watching, but we're going to talk about it because it's
trigger warning. Oh, we're not going to talk about it. Okay.
We are.
Oh, okay.
It's there. We need to talk about it, unless they feel uncomfortable to talk about it. But
we need to give trigger warnings before we start talking about it. Trigger warning for now: sexual harassment, rape, misogynistic behaviors, and pedophilia.
Yeah, and sexual harassment too.
Yeah, that was the first thing I said.
Okay.
Yeah, I said sexual harassment, rape, because sexual harassment can be in very many ways, that's why I specified. But then I was like, I know I'm missing something. That's why
There's more, but like this is the ones I can remember.
yeah, these are the ones.
uh,
Probably the most triggering ones. That was
yeah.
trigger
Okay. So yeah, you know that scene where there's like a throwback to Vera's childhood.
made me
Like,
so nauseous.
huh?
Made me so nauseous. Understanding what was happening, I was like, oh,
Yeah, I was just like, wait, I'm understanding what is happening, right? Like, I'm not misreading anything, right? I wasn't like she was technically raped. It didn't show
yeah.
she was raped, but
But she was.
she
It
was.
gave you. They
Yeah,
gave you that idea without having to show it.
yeah, yeah,
Thank God. They
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, exactly. But I'm still like, I was just like, maybe I didn't want to believe it
Mm.
because, of course, like, I
She was a child. Like
yeah,
that's terrible.
she was
Terrible.
what, like 5 tops.
Maybe, yeah. She couldn't be older than that. I didn't even get. I don't know if you like got who raped her. Was it like her dad? No, right?
No, no, it wasn't her dad. It was like some, like I think it was a friend of the family
Yeah, I
because
think so.
there was a party in her house with her mom and dad plus adults. So I just think that it's friends of the family or even can be family. I don't know. Like
Imagine.
any of the ideas, it's just disgusting. But yeah,
Absolutely terrible. People who like pedophiles are just nah. Should be put in jail for the rest of their lives. But I think that does explain like a lot of her behavior as
it
an adult.
yeah, she never knew love. If you like, besides the raping part, she
Yeah,
never knew love. Like no one cared about her during her whole life. So she just wanted attention. Let's say she was needy her whole
yeah,
life until like she goes with the girls to this random road trip.
yeah. She does have a like a moment where she says, I don't know who she says it to, and I don't know like the words word by word, but it was something like, uh, everyone I like goes away, or every if I it was something like that. I don't know if I took note of that. Maybe I did. Let me see. It was a good quote, but I can't. The only person knows is Marcella. Ah, it's something like if they know who she is, they'll leave her. I think she said something like of that sort. If they know who I am, or once I show
My
my
true.
true self, people like leave me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember something like
Do you
similar.
remember something? Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not word by word. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember and I didn't like take notes of the exact quote, but it was something of that sort. And it does totally explain her behavior as an adult. It's just basically childhood trauma. Woo! We love to see it. We don't.
Yeah, it's just like overall, like even with Marcella, like forced
Yeah.
sex all the time, minus the part that she had sex with Vera.
Yeah.
All the other scenes were forced. Like
Yeah.
she was having it was her boyfriend, but still like rape because she didn't want to.
Yeah. Kind of. I don't know. But you might have a point, yeah. And like when she's almost raped as well, but Marcella comes and saves her.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she has, yeah, Vera. She has such bad experiences. Poor girl.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Let me check more. Yeah, yeah. In like all of these scenes, like they just reinforce the misogynistic behavior of men just throughout the whole TV show,
Yeah.
you know? And it's just disgusting because this is a real problem in the world, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Even with like little things, even like on the first episode when Carlotta is walking to her poetry reading and these guys start like catcalling her. And she's
yeah,
like, that's disgusting. You guys are disgusting. And,
yeah.
and it's
And sorry to interrupt you, but like the worst part was those guys were kids. Like one of them was not, it wasn't older than like 15 years old.
Yeah. So it just shows it comes from a young age.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I just think like these scenes, if they're like a trigger to anyone that's listening, maybe don't watch the TV show, or if you're watching, just keep it, because it's uncomfortable to watch.
It is very uncomfortable. Yeah.
um
When I watched the pedophile scene, I sent you a message like, "Ew, pedophile." I don't know what I said. I don't know how to say it, but I was like so disgusted. I was like, I'm gonna vomit for
yeah,
real.
you said something like, I'm going to paraphrase because I don't remember the whole thing, like, you didn't tell me this TV show included rape or something like that. In those words.
Yeah,
In all
yeah,
caps lock, if I'm not mistaken.
probably. Yeah, no, I cannot. It's yeah, I don't like. It's so hard to me to like accept that these types of things are real, and like so many women suffer from like sexual harassment every day, like all the time. It's so like it came when I was watching this, and keep in mind this is still trigger warning. When we stop talking about this, we'll let you know in case you're like skipping in the episode.
Yeah.
But it came to mind one news article I read about, I don't know if you've seen that at the time. I think it was like 2 years ago, possibly. Um, about a girl. She couldn't be like too old. I don't think she was an adult yet, and she was from like one of those. I think one of those Nordic countries. I don't really know where she was from. I can't remember right now, but she was raped like a lot of times, a lot of times, and she was the first. I think she was the first girl to do assisted suicide. She couldn't, just even with the help of her parents in going to like psychiatrists and all of those therapists, she just asked to for people to die, to die. So they
um
basically,
I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but I'm going to say it in Portuguese. Euthanasia.
yeah, euthanasia.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah, I think I watched a lot of that in film, and I'm pretty sure they've said that words a few times. But yeah, euthanize it. Euthanize. Oh my god, euthanize. Whatever, you guys know the thing where you die if they eject you with something. They put you, it puts you to sleep and you don't wake up. Basically, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
They paid for her, like she raised money to go, because in her country it wasn't legal to do euthanasia. So they had to like raise money for her to go to another country where it's legal, and it was like they called it an assisted suicide. And it just, I don't know, it just made me think of that, like to what extent was like her mental health. It was probably so freaking damaged, and all because like a man or a couple, or I don't know, a few men decided like, I'm gonna make this little girl's life a living hell just because I'm horny.
Yeah. Is I mean, I don't even have words. Like, it's just like a sensitive topic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one should go through that, like being
Yeah.
raped, sexual harassment, anything
Yeah.
that mm, kind of like mess you up to like
Well,
you're not able to live. Like, you I can't imagine the pain that she was in, like, the whole time, you know. it,
yeah, yeah. It's terrible.
I don't even like, I'm struggling to speak at the moment. I don't even have like words to, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is terrible. I can't think about it as well. It like it creeps me out, and it's just I try not to think about it. So like, and I don't really watch news. or read news. I'm like not. I don't like because all the news, like all news, normally is bad news. It's just always like death and bunch of shit. So I normally don't watch news or read news, but sometimes like on Twitter, these things come up, and I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
I just was remembered of the reality of our planet, and that like women are so inferior, so to speak, to men in terms of like equality, and it's just so fucked up that like men think they have the right to do this. Obviously all men are also raped, not only girls are raped, but the majority, I would say, at least that we know, it's girls. And it's just okay, let's move on from this before we're like vomiting on this.
Yeah, but yeah, just to let you know that if you want to watch this TV show and you don't feel comfortable watching these scenes, just skip it.
Yeah.
I should have done it. Well,
Yeah.
It's, we all know that it's unfortunately a reality of this world. This happens, but it's so different. Even though I know that's like a TV show, it's still uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. We should stop this topic here.
Yeah.
And
If
continue
you're
to
if
talk
you're
about.
skipping if you're skipping through our episode to not listen to the trigger warning part, you are now safe to go. We've talked about all the warnings and triggers and all of that, so you're safe now, hopefully.
Oh, one thing about Lucio,
Yeah.
I was so happy when she broke up with her boyfriend or fiance or whatever. I was just like, yes.
It still was a bit shitty that she cheated on him. That was still a bit shit.
Yeah, I don't
But
do
it was
that.
good that she broke up with him. At least she told him like right away, almost, that she cheated
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah, kind of.
Still,
No, I mean, she cheated on him before with the guy that gave her the mushrooms.
oh shit! I forgot about that
It was
guy.
just it was a kiss, but he's still cheating.
He's still cheating. Yeah, I forgot about that dude because we see him for like one episode and then he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's not dead. He just doesn't appear in the episodes
Yeah,
anymore.
it was just a character, secondary character for the TV
Not
show.
even secondary. I think he was just like
I mean, he
not.
was pretty important in that episode, but just that episode.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty shitty that she have done it like in that way.
Yeah.
But I was
Especially,
happy when she broke up with him because I didn't like him. But that's not an excuse to cheat on anyone. So
yeah, exactly. Especially on someone you've been in a relationship with for 8 years.
even, I mean, yeah, but even if he wasn't like months, you don't cheat on
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah, of course, of course. I wasn't trying to say that.
It's not acceptable. Even if you're dating for one day, guys, it's not acceptable.
Yes, don't cheat. Um, I was gonna say something, but I just forgot. My mind just went completely blank. What was I gonna say?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I sounded like a monkey now. uh, one thing about Carlotta,
Yes.
the when she was like sending these nudes to the guy, the virtual boyfriend, and then like he
Yeah.
just released everything
Yeah.
to the internet, and fuck
Yeah.
dickhead.
This is why you don't send nudes to people.
Yeah, especially
Learn.
for them to keep the nudes.
Yeah.
But well, yeah. Don't trust anyone with your nudes. That's
My dog just woke up. She's looking at me like, why don't you shut up?
Mm.
She looks so upset with me. What is it? Hello.
Oh, there's two things I want to say about Marcella. I thought she was actually three. I thought she was so funny. And
Yeah.
like there's one part, and this is not about like her being funny, but I just want to say this. Related to the guy releasing her nudes, and then she made a video and posted on her social medias. I can't remember what she said, but it was like basically she can do whatever she wants to,
Yeah.
like that. And then Vera is saying, oh mate, look, you can be an influencer, like
Yeah.
how many new followers you have. And she said this, I don't know if it's like the actual words, I might be just paraphrasing, but she said an influencer is just a professional narcissist who lies about her lifestyle, and I'd rather be known for doing other things. What do you think about it?
I think it's very true, honestly. I think, especially us being digital media students, we talk a lot about like the risks of social media and how to grow in social media.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, especially, a lot of the influencers, and not everyone, of course, but like a lot of the influencers that want to grow very fast, very like grow a lot very in very little time. The majority of them are just fake. They're just like with the persona. They only care about themselves. Like we could, I'm not gonna drop names. I better not. We're gonna get canceled if I do.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's not every influencer is like that. Especially people who've been in the internet since you didn't gain money from it.
Mm-hmm.
Used to do it as an hobby, and just for some reason, like almost as a miracle, you just start giving them money. It's like the OG. Let's talk about like the OG YouTubers, for example. They just started that as a hobby, and then just it was just luck, basically, that YouTube started giving money,
Mm-hmm.
like being a source of income. So those people, I believe, they are not as fake as the newer influencers who were brought up in a social media world where you gain money from it. You gain money from likes, you gain money from clicks, from, I don't know, from all of these types of stuff, from views. It's all just, I don't know. What's your opinion on it?
I think that you are slightly criticizing yourself too.
Oh my,
Because
good
wait,
point.
let me explain, because literally our job kind of is like we can actually create like an audience online, let's say, like we're studying to know how to build a fucking audience. So you literally just like,
I roasted myself.
yeah, yeah, you did kind of. Not that much, just a little, but I do understand what you're saying. Like, I just
Yeah.
don't agree with what you said that only old YouTubers are are real. Like, I don't agree with that.
No, I said like, of course, not all the new ones are fake. Obviously, there are like people of the new influencers who aren't fake.
Are more likely to lie about it. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. No, I do agree with her, and like it's what you said. Like we are studying this, and
Yeah.
the same way that we need to know how to like build an audience, for example, we need to know how to filter the lies, and this is not just like in social media. It needs to be like media, like news, everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really important, because if you think, imagine I would just now build a profile and I try to sell something that I'm not, and then people find out, you're just going to be canceled, and like you'll never again in your fucking life you're not going to be able to
Recreate that.
recreate. Yeah, exactly. So why should you lie? Because you
Yeah.
want that now instead of like looking in a long run, like let's say, like,
Yeah.
make a plan. Like,
Yeah. I think there was someone, it might have been a YouTuber actually, who said something like, if you are not on your dream job, and imagine your dream job is being an influencer, and you're not now an influencer, you still have like a long way to grow to have like that audience. What does it matter that you take 5 years to reach there if for the next like 30 or 40 years you're going to be doing your dream job? What does it matter if it took you 5 years to get there? What does it matter if it took you 10 years to get there? You're still going to have like the rest of your whole life to do your dream job. So why should you stress out? Why should you be like constantly worried about how much older you're getting and you're not getting to where you want to? As long as you get there someday, you're gonna have the rest of your life to do exactly what you've always dreamed of doing. So
yeah.
don't put too much pressure on yourself. as long as you keep going, obviously you need to do stuff towards your dream. You can't just be like sitting in a chair and hoping, like waiting for the dream to fall on your head, you know. Obviously you need to keep doing stuff to reach there, but it doesn't matter if it takes you years, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah. I saw a meme the other day. It was so funny. It was like a Barbie on a couch being, and like the subtitle was, I'm just waiting to be a millionaire. And I was just like,
Yeah.
sitting here looking pretty. Oh, okay, well, we're going back to Marcella. Marcella, no, sorry, Carlotta.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't talked enough about her.
Yeah. So, another thing, and this is related to Marcella. That's why I said her name too. You know, when the girls go to the strip club and like Marcella is dancing,
Yeah.
like Vera and Lucio are like shocked, and like you literally see her faces like they're shocked.
Yeah.
And then Carlotta is like she's enjoying it, and
She's
like
living her life.
yeah, she's living her best life. And then when like Marcella noticed the girls in the audience, you know, in the chairs, she looks at each other when like when it focuses on Carlotta. Carlotta just goes like hi and makes a heart with her hands. Like, I was laughing a lot because of that. It's just like, knowing at this point, because this is the last episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
At this point, you're more like familiar with the characters, so you'd be like, "This is something Carlotta would do, though." You know?
Yeah. Carlotta is a good character. Like we haven't talked about her enough, but she is a good character. I really like her personality. I think it all goes back to her being like I feel like she's sure of who she is. She might not be totally there yet or totally comfortable with who she is, but she knows who she is and she's like kind of okay with it, you know.
Yeah, she knows what causes she stands for and stuff like that. She knows what she needs to do. She's just like
she's just
not vocal about it, but she's learning throughout the episodes to be more vocal about it.
Yeah, exactly. She's a great character, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I love all the girls. Like, as I said before, they are so different with different backgrounds from different like areas. Like, one was studying medicine, the other fashion, the other write poems, the other one is a stripper. But like, I mean, she was a stripper because she didn't have any other.
I'm sorry, just the way you said that, you were so casual. You're like, one's this, one's that, and the other one's a stripper.
No, I didn't say that in a bad way. I mean, like,
I know.
what they were doing with their lives. I mean, she wasn't a stripper because she chose to be. Even if she did, like, it was everything all right. It's still a job, you know. Yeah. But yeah, like she didn't have any other chance. Maybe there's going to be a second season and she'll have another chance at life.
Yeah. You know? Do you think they're gonna do a second season?
Oh,
I feel like they left the ending very open, so I feel like they totally could.
Yeah, I wish they. I actually, because I follow Vera and Rocio on Instagram.
Yeah. I don't even know. I didn't take note actually of the real actresses' names. I don't even know.
I remember Vera, and I keep calling her Vera. Sorry, Vera and Rocio, because I actually found this TV show throughout Barbara Lopez. That's Rocio's real name.
Oh, okay.
Because I watched Juliantina that I told you about that we need to watch.
She's in that TV show.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite characters. She's one of the girls, let's say. So yeah. I was like looking up Marca's and Barbara's like Instagram, and then I found about this TV show. So
yeah, I see the connection. Yeah, I was actually I was actually thinking how you'd find this show. Like, not that it would be super weird because you do watch a lot of Spanish TV shows, or like I guess this one is Mexican instead of
Mexican.
But it still felt like you had to really dig in to find this, because even on Netflix, when you search for the show, it's not the first option that appears. At least not for me. It was like the fourth or the fifth. So it's kind of gives me the idea it's not that well known. So I was kind of wondering how you'd find it, but now that makes a lot more sense that it's because of the actress.
Yeah, remember when Paulo was making fun of me because during the first lockdown I was obsessed with Juliantina.
Yep.
He was like, just now, what kind of lesbian are you? Remember?
Yeah.
Because that TV show, like, it's kind of a soap opera though. It's from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched it during lockdown, the first lockdown. And it happened that was like, I think was following the actresses for like a week or so. And Barbara, she posted on her Instagram like soon on Netflix, and I was just hoping for like that fucking TV show to appear on my Netflix, because sometimes it doesn't, because like I don't even live in America, like as a continent, so yeah. And it did, so that's nice.
At least on the Netflix from Portugal and England, it is. I don't know about the other Netflix. It's probably in America, the American Netflix.
Yeah,
if it's Mexican.
And probably the Spanish one, because I mean it's a Mexican TV show, so
yeah, probably. I did take note of one of Vera's quotes, so I think you'd be really proud of that.
Okay.
She says, "I wish life was like video games. If you fuck it up, you have more lives to try again." Same.
Yes.
That was a good quote.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe we should start wrapping this up.
Yeah, I don't have anything like major to say anymore.
I just have something like 1 or 2 things to say, but it's nothing like too big. I just wanted to say that I feel like the reason why the episodes seemed very like disconnected almost for me for some reason, and I think it's because watching this TV show felt like watching The Simpsons, in the sense that wait, before I start judging me, I can see your face. In the sense that you start like with a plot, and you end the episode with a totally different plot, like the one where they're like traveling in a car, and you end the episode with them giving birth to a baby. Like, hello? What happened? Like,
I mean, I think it's, in my opinion, like that part is kind of relatable, because Rocio, she was a doctor, so usually doctors are very like, oh no, the only way of doing it is like you need to go to the hospital. Medicine is the only way that's right. And like that was like all the opposite that she believed, basically. So I think it was just a wake-up call, but I do understand what you're saying.
Do you? Please, thank you. It felt so much like I was watching The Simpsons. Because The Simpsons, you start an episode and you end the episode like with a totally different plot. But for The Simpsons, it's like, it's okay, you're expecting that. For this TV show, I was like, what is going on? I didn't even remember they went to that feminist, like, what even was that? Like, exhibition? I didn't even remember they went to that. Like, so much shit happened on the episode with that I completely forgot that even happened. Like, so many things happen. That's why it was like confusing to me. But anyways, who likes The Simpsons? We like this TV show.
I mean, I like The Simpsons, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, me too. I like The Simpsons too. It was just like trying to get used to seeing this in live action,
I just remembered something that we should start doing in the end of the episode. Ratings.
Oh.
From 1 to 10, how much?
Okay, before we talk about that, is the last thing I want to talk about, and it's like one of the things we wanted to talk about in all the TV shows. The title sequence. It's fucking perfect. Gorgeous. Show-stopping. Yes. You're looking at me like you don't even know what the title sequence is.
I am looking at the title sequence at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It does.
brilliant. It starts with like a road, like a lines, and then it forms a road, and then the road kind of becomes like a vagina, and then you go into the vagina. And the girls, this sounds so weird, and then the girls keep going. It's like a mouth. The vagina turns into a mouth. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, my point was, it's brilliant. Yeah, go watch. If you don't care for the TV show, at least watch the title sequence.
Yeah, it's really good. Did I had? Oh yeah. Well, the only thing that I still have to add is like I love the narrative and like the way that they recorded the TV show. That was like the videography. I loved the I loved the colors of the TV show as well, like really bright and stuff. Love it. And yeah, I think there's not anything else to add.
Yeah, credits are also pretty nice. Not as nice as the title sequence, but
You want to know a fun fact
what?
about the TV show? Some of the songs are from Tessa Ia, and sorry if I'm not pronouncing this right. It's Vera's name, her real name.
Oh, really?
Like Tessa Ia. I can text you.
Okay.
Yeah, she sings.
She sings. Wow. Amazing.
And she has a really cute cat.
Go follow her for the cat.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up. What do you rate this?
Overall, for me, I think it's
from 1 to 5, or from 1 to 10. Sorry, I didn't get.
From 0 to 10.
Okay. Let me ask you the question, or say again, because I spoke over you. I'm sorry.
I said overall for me, I think it's an 8, maybe. Maybe like between 7.5 and 8. For you?
I think for me, I'll give it a lower one because I wasn't feeling the TV show too much. But I think it has potential to grow and become like something even better. So I'll give it a 6 for now, for this first season.
Can you repeat that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll give it a 6, at least for the first season. We'll see how it goes for the second, if we do the second one when it comes out. If they even do a second season, we don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think like overall, because as well, they spoke about like really important topics, not only here, but like in the whole world, and especially in Mexico as well. So yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say.
Me neither. Thank you for listening to this week's podcast. You'll hear from us in 2 weeks. You can follow us on our social media. Our Twitter is at a snake and a lion pod. We also have a Patreon, so if you want to follow us there, it is at www.patreon.com/a snake and a lion pod. If you like this episode, please if you I don't know what you can do. What can you do on Spotify? If you like this episode, let us know. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please give it a review. And yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you. Half an hour later.